Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to Living Like a Roman. I'm your host Noah, and today we'll be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to perform a proper Roman sacrifice. But first, let's hear a message from our sponsors.
God's got you down, having trouble at home, disaster in your town, people don't like you, or any issues and all, then sacrifice might be for you. Make sure to keep the gods in your mind and the emperor in your heart.
Alrighty, so first things first, we're going to need a couple of things. First thing we're going to need some head covering. So the gods don't see you looking down from above. Next thing you're going to need is some wine. That's going to be for some libations. Alongside some incense and some meal, which is basically salt and some sort of flour. That will be what you need to sacrifice. Number 4. Special object to contain water that you need to wash your hands to purify yourself. And last but not least, a sacrifice and attendant to help you kill it because you don't want to do the messy work yourself. Alright, now that I have my head covering on, we gotta have the procession. Once the procession is over, the priest, aka me, must cleanse themselves using water from a sacred vessel. Now remember, it's not the water itself that's sacred, but the vessel. Next up, we're gonna light some incense to place on the altar. And this is the beginning of the ritual. And if there were lots of people around, I'd yell out, "Check your tongues," before starting my prayer. Now that the crowds have shushed, it's time to begin the prayers. In my case, I'm going to be praying for good fortune, wisdom, and to receive a good grade in AMNI 356 Roman religion. Because of this, I will address my prayers to Jupiter, naturally, Minerva, and Fortuna. Oh Jupiter, give me wisdom. Oh Minerva, give me wisdom. Oh Fortuna, give me wisdom. Now that the prayers are over, the next few parts go by quite fast. So the first step is to pour out some libations onto the altar for the gods. Then we're going to light the incense. Next, I will need my assistant, Bartholomew, to come up onto stage. With our sacrifice here, we're going to pluck some hairs from their head and put it on the altar. Remember, the altar would have a fire. Well, pour some libations over them, but I not actually do that to them. Then we would take our meal, or in the actual case, it would be called mole sacrum. We're going to take it and we're going to sprinkle it over our sacrifice before, comfortably scraping them with the back of the blade to make sure they feel nice and relaxed before being sacrificed. Time for what everyone is expecting, the actual killing. With my attendant Rory here, we are almost ready to begin the sacrifice. But first, remember that this process is combining the human sphere with the divine sphere. Thusly, the sacrifice must at least seem willing and okay to be sacrificed. And if they have to be killed quickly and without any suffering, otherwise you may just face the wrath of gods.
1.
Now, if this was an actual cow or another animal sacrifice, and not my child, we would be able to slice him open and inspect things like his liver, and that would be called a horsebecky, and you could use that to determine any good fortunes or bad fortunes you may be receiving. Anywho, now that you know how to perform a real and accurate Roman sacrifice, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content, and make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you to my helpers. Goodbye, everyone.